So it's always an adventure, usually around exploring and documenting, but it's not always planned. In fact, it rarely ever is. This morning I received a text. Wasn't sure who it was from, didn't have the number saved or anything, but they said, if you can be to this address in 20 minutes, we're going into this old historic building, and I know you'd like a chance to see that. Well, I live an hour away from there. I asked if it was okay if I'm late. They said yep. So I jumped in the car. Almost there now, up here in Salt Lake City now. It's one of the original churches that the pioneers built when they first came here. If you're not familiar, Utah was settled by Mormon pioneers. They got kicked out of the country, which back then the country ended at Missouri. The west was Mexico. So they got kicked out, went to Mexico, which was modern day Utah, and started a civilization here. They built a few churches when they got here, and this was one of them. It's not in very good condition. It's old and falling apart. People have been living in it. People have been using it for storage. Yeah. Anyway, so somebody bought it. Apparently I'm gonna go see what the person who bought it is gonna do with it. So I'm kind of excited about that. Glad it's gonna be preserved. These days so many things just get demolished so you can build a new house or condo there instead. Let's go check it out. Beautiful day in Salt Lake. Now when they outgrew the church, they built this one just down the block and moved into it instead. This is where we're going, right there, that white one. So they moved from there to here. Bit of an upgrade. We're in the Liberty Wells neighborhood. I've done a lot of history on this neighborhood. But I always come back to places I've already documented because I always notice little things like this. In this community center building, it says from Temple Wall, that little block. I don't think I noticed that last time. Fun little facts. Had to come around the corner to find somewhere to park. I don't know if all these people are going where I'm going. Probably not. It's not that big inside. And here it is. Sounds like they're outside.
I always have a hard time when things that I have fixed fall apart.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's like.
Originally, the second ward, the wards were the way that it broke up the town. Originally, the second ward built their adobe chapel in 1852. It was replaced by this brick building in 1883. And this one was replaced by the one I showed you a few minutes ago. So this one is 142 years old.
I think the place is pretty close to being uncomfortable. You want it right time. You're all worried about it. Not the bathrooms. Like could we say or just like we don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think people do that often. Like buy a week's own project. So the original building, I guess, ended right here, and then this is an add-on going back to that wall.
Okay.
Like I said, so back to there.
Fascinating.
And then do you already know these rooms over here?
No.
Okay, so there's my favorite building. I find another roof. I just do those here. Okay, so down here there's something cool in the picture. So follow these like this.
That's so cool.
That's really old creepy, but walk a little further and then check out how old that can is. What's the what top, whatever they call it?
Wow.
Isn't that cool? It's like, damn, this is like a time capsule. This is a good spider home.
Yeah.
The decay is just beautiful. You have no idea inside of it. I don't know what that was, institutional rooms or something.
Well, that was cool to see the inside. Apparently they're going to turn it into a duplex. Let's see what else we can get into today. So years ago when I started documenting historic places, I started with things like that church. Things that were obviously historic and maybe even going away soon. Just trying to document them while I can before they're possibly gone. But I started to notice I'd ignore something that's next to a historic place because it's modern, it's not that interesting, it's not historic. But then I'd come back again later and it's gone. And I thought someday someone's gonna want to know what used to be there. So I started documenting everything. I take pictures of every house, every building, so that anyone can just look back and see what used to be somewhere. I was never that into architecture or anything, but with my passion for documenting places and buildings, homes, all of that, I started to just notice things that would show up here and there and started to read about them. And now I'm really into architecture. I'm just fascinated by every home I take a picture of, every building I take a picture of. It never gets old to me. These are so beautiful. There's so many details that get overlooked. But as I wander the neighborhoods every day, just snapping a picture of each house, each building, each place, trying to preserve its history a little bit, I see so much beauty.
I grew up just outside this town. My 2 feet tingle ear to the ground. And my name was Matthew, my name was Sam. And I lived here as my mind wandered around. Stop right here, we'll rest for a while. These scenes of amber take some time, and we've been on this old road for days, with the lost and wandering in their lonesome ways. And I'll never know if my mind works too slow. I take my time, but I don't feel weary at all. 'Cause here I belong, in this heartland. Here I belong. Now I can see a under thunder to rain. These old towns stay just the same, and burn down fields in Heartland tonight. A poor man always gets it right now. Ali, take my hand now. Travel south through the fields of heather, and we won't feel so alone there. And we'll know just as soon as we can go, just as soon as we can go. Whoa, whoa, and so take me with you when you go. It's been 100 days away from home, a million miles of hopes and dreams, and fire and rain and fields of dreams. And still I think I'm homeward and heading home. And still I think I'm home. Hi, li, 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 li. Hi, li, li, yeah, Hi, li, hi, li, 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 li. Hi, li, hi, li, hi, li, hi, li, hi, li. Still I get on, still I move on, still I'm gone, but I don't mind wishing. Still I move on, oh, hi, 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 li. It's like I'm coming home. I feel like I'm coming home. Oh, no. I go her way now. I like the complicated questions that she speaks, and when she laughs out loud, she doesn't laugh about the company I keep. Now that was something. Now that was something, how she made those people sing, and how she moved them. I think I'm starting to relate to her again. One day past Memphis, there's a light that's shining on. 2 days in Soho is enough to carry on. Way back in Texas, I think I overheard her talking in her sleep. Something about daisies, something about how they used to fall upon her feet. Now that was something. Now that was something, how you made those people cheer, and how you moved them. I think they're starting to relate to you round here. One day past Memphis, there's a light that's shining on. 2 days in Soho is enough to carry on. Whoa. enough to carry on. One day past Memphis, there's a light that's shining on. 2 days in Soho is enough to carry on. Whoa. There's not a sound here anymore, except the neighbors singing opera next door. And I'm in the closet reading books. You know, I never could quite find another soul I understood, and the band began to play Go They Be. And I know that I have heard that song somewhere before, in the markets and the streets, and all the people that you greet. And every day around this little town's the same to me, yeah. And now they're telling stories about the war, about the time they took on Normandy in 1944.